Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Englishman here, and this video is part 1 of the Deus Human Revolution game review. I will share with you my impressions of the first 10 hours. It is the year 2027 and the game begins with our protagonist, Adam Jensen, a private security officer who works for Serif Industries, a company that specializes in augmentations. Things go wrong when an unknown group of augmented individuals attack Serif Industries. Jensen attempts to stop them but is completely overpowered and POOM! Jensen is fatally injured, and without his consent, Jensen undergoes a massive surgery in which many of his body parts are augmented, which is essentially when one's body parts are enhanced or replaced by machine. Months later, Jensen returns recovered, augmented, and once again working for Serif Industries, this time to uncover the identity of the mysterious group who attacked them and to discover many conspiracies along the way. So far, my impressions of Deus Human Revolution are quite good. This game has many things going for it. I will say that I expected a bit more out of the graphics. Character models just don't look quite as good as I expected. There are some awkward animations, especially facial animations, and objects sometimes just don't have that much detail. However, the environment, the setting, and its history really sell this game as a living, breathing world. There are also many places to visit in this game. Players can travel to various cities, and each city serves as a sizable hub. I have only explored one of the various cities so far, Detroit, and you can do things such as buying and selling items and weapons, and you will also have various side quests you can do within the city. But when it comes to main missions, you will have to ride a helicopter and be taken to separate areas, which are more linear. But in its linearity there is also a lot of freedom, as all the main missions can be tackled in a variety of different ways. Players can choose to shoot their way through, sneak past guards, find secret passages, hack into terminals to open new doors, turn security against your enemies, and gain new information, and at times players can even talk their way through. I just hope that missions are kept varied throughout the entire game and that main missions don't just take place inside fortified buildings and warehouses. The story also seems quite interesting so far, although I haven't played enough of the game to make a judgment on this. Voice acting is just decent at best, nothing mind-blowing but not bad, although I really dislike Jensen's voice. He sounds like he's had mucus dangling down his throat for his entire life. I have also explored the gameplay quite a bit, and so far the gameplay does not disappoint. I have played the original Deus and I think that Human Revolution has a nice balance between capturing the essence of the original while truly modernizing the game as a whole. There are 4 pillars to the gameplay and character development in Human Revolution: combat, stealth, hacking, and social. Each pillar can be upgraded through augmentations, which is where the RPG elements kick in. Once Jensen gains what is basically experience points, he will receive what is known as a praxis point, another word for skill point. You will spend these points on augmentations, which are essentially perks that will grant you with improved stats or new abilities altogether. The RPG aspect is definitely more streamlined than that of the original Deus, but I personally like it a lot. However, for me, character progression is simply too slow for my taste. I think the reason why it seems that way for me is because I am more of a stealth and hacking kind of person, and you really need a lot of augmentations before you feel like you can do these efficiently. As a stealth player and a hacker, I felt a bit underpowered during the first 10 hours of the game. Combat players on the other hand can simply shoot their way through without the need of too many augmentations. Perhaps my opinion on this will change once I play through the entire game. However, I can say that as you start learning the stealth mechanics, it becomes highly satisfying when you get past areas or assassinate guards without being detected. Also, shooting is solid, and I like how you can't just go around running and gunning, and you really have to be smart even as a combat player, taking cover and making sure you don't waste ammunition. It only takes a few shots from the enemy to be taken down. The AI so far is quite decent and will do a decent job of not trying to get themselves killed by the player, and will give stealth players a good amount of challenge. These are my initial impressions of the game, and I must emphasize that nothing here is final, as I've only played the first few hours of the game. What I do know is that so far the game is shaping up to be a great experience, and I am truly hoping that after I finish the game, my expectations are met. Thank you very much for tuning in and look forward to my full review. Englishman out.